successful tradings.
Our traders in our Discord room are recording 10 baggers week in and week out. Our one-on-one coaching featuring FlowAlgo, technical analysis, position sizing, and risk management.
While we learn to trade options as a beginner.
Hello subscribers, thank you. Welcome to this week trading alerts, subscription trading alerts. I don't even know. I'm so excited, you have no idea. It's what time is it? It's 6:50 a.m. But I don't want to waste time. Again, I'm gonna try to keep this video below 20 minutes. A few things that I have to share with you guys, right? So last week video, this is it here unlisted. I haven't made it public yet. 20 views, meaning that's to combine. I'm telling you guys, again, maybe I shouldn't be wasting your time on this, but we have more than 20 subscribers. So meaning, and I know that some of you subscribers in that 20 number, you watch it more than once. So I'm not sure. You get the point. But in any case, for the 20 who watch it and anything, oh, my friend, oh, this week was anything. Well, we did mention last week, right? Well, we didn't hide our excitement because we know the quality of the alerts. Again, I'm not telling you guys everything. I'm not giving you my secret sauce and all of the likes. All that you have to know is that the Telex AI, as it's been called now by some of you, it's proving to have value. So if you have faith in it, you will get rewarded. I can't wait because I have to do this video for you guys. Again, I have 19 minutes left. Then I'm gonna have a one-on-one coaching with an individual who joined this week. Oh boy, am I excited about it. And not just him, actually about everybody. Why? Because I'm looking at the progress of what's happening. We're only a third into the month of July, folks. And right now, I have no idea who's going to be trader of the month. Will that be the progressive Mr. Kose? Will that be the perfectible Mr. Arvin? Could that be the talented Mr. B? Or a newcomer who's driven to success? Oh my God. Oh, I'm not even counting Mr. P.T. is in there. So I'm just based on everything that I'm seeing as of now in terms of activity. And we have traders who, they didn't trade this week, but who have joined. So either Mr. Joe, Mr. Eric, Mr. Thomas, actually, he's on the running as well. Have you seen what he has been doing? So I'm hoping I'm not forgetting your name. There's a trader who joined recently as well, who was posting. So folks, I'm excited. And now I'm going to make it a point. None that I'm going to get back at it. No. So since nobody watches this video, right, I'm going to be hiding nuggets inside of this video. Yes, don't tell them. One of those nuggets this week, believe it or not, and I purposely left it out this week because you guys know I left the stock out of this. It's not that I'm holding back or anything. You guys, most of you trade that stock already. It's the famous Tesla. I told you, right? The system, the so-called Telex AI, is not the stock list itself. No, meaning, again, you can send me your stocks that I don't have in this rotation of 70 stock, right? And what the system is going to do is going to tell you the appropriate time, the appropriate week to trade them. Yes, that's the beauty of this system. So any stock you want, but now we don't want penny stocks, okay, or for obvious reason. And for us, we have ruled Tesla of the world out. You can tell me, yeah, but Tesla went on that great run, you missed out. Yes, I did miss out on that from, let's say, literally 249 to 1,000 or whatever. But that's so many, right? So if people who are not watching the video, maybe they are busy watching Premier League, watching Formula 1. I watch Premier League, Formula 1 too. Not as much as I used to be. Or maybe they're binging on Netflix. Speaking of Netflix, did you see that run, my friend, on Friday? Did anybody catch up? But in any sense, know that if you want to trade things like this week, you can reach out to me. I can give you the statistic on that alert on Tesla. Not that you need them. I mean, my friend, if you have an account, the reason we don't take Tesla if you're a new beginner on this, as I'm watching my time and I'm blabbing over Tesla, is because those options are too expensive. You know how we do it here. We want, for us, really, the value is that, unlike what some people think, we want to take small accounts and make them grow. We have so many ideas in the coming weeks. You have no idea what's in store for us. So we are looking at all this. You already know. Oh boy, was that a trade on Beyond Lotto? So start up your first trade for the next week expiration. You're already making Lotto. Thank you, Mr. B, for sharing your win. I can't wait to speak with you, sir, in about 45 minutes. So, we're pumped. So here's our list. I'm going to go very quickly into it, folks, right? Very quickly. We want to keep this video as short as possible. That's a promise I owe you guys. So we already know about B1. I've shared with you, either you made money on it if you follow, like Mr. B, you follow the Lotto, and then you said, that's the beauty of it. You made money on Lotto, and now you're going to parlay that money into next week into a high probability trade as well. We're going to be doing this going forward a lot. Wow. That's number one. So we are using the July 160. And as usual, our traders, rightfully so, rightfully. Hey, Telex, are you out of your mind? You're telling me that this stock currently trading at $134, you are taking the 160 expiration? Well, yeah, there's no way to make money out of it. Well, let's see what's on track. Oh, maybe, why are we not talking about the 115 puts? The stock's at 134. That's way out as well. So we shall see. So that's number one. Number two on this list on here that we didn't use, number two is Roku. I mean, I hope people make money on Roku this week. How was Roku? So I'm going to go pretty much one by one on there, but my list of 1, 2, 3 is already established. I just picked out of this one. So meaning, who do I skip here? I skip Roku and IQ. I'm going to talk about them, obviously. And then I went to Adobe as number 2, and I skip Trello a little bit, and then I went to this one. There's no right or wrong way, but I'm going to really focusing on certain stock on here, and then I'm going to have like 7 as we usually do here. But that doesn't mean that the other one, you set up your alerts, right, inside of your trading room. That's why Twitter, for instance, this past week, it just popped. Or Walmart, I dismissed on July the 1st, right? On the previous week, the short week one, I told you, it was an alert, but I wasn't putting it in there because it has been rage bound. Oh boy, did I come with a vengeance. And I noticed some traders hang onto the position. They were trading the 130 July 17, which were a little bit more expensive, but it was a safe trade, super safe trade. So because it went to 131 late on Friday, those options, the 130 of July 10, they actually went to $1 something, folks, from cheaply as 20 cents or 32 cents at some point on Friday. I kid you not, I had those. They went to $1 something. Crazy stuff. But that's a story for another day. So let's focus on this, as I have literally 13 minutes left. So I'm going to switch. What did I do here? So I'm going to do this, go to this screen on here and bring up the chart. So B1, what can I see on B1 here? Here's the weekly chart. So this is all we have to see. I did study this, folks. Before I gave that Lotto, I studied this, I don't know, early morning, I don't even know in my head. So there was this pattern really I liked a great deal, and I sensed some seasonality coming into here. That's why I told you that for the next week I was being bullish. Now I see a very great symmetry between this price action going here and this price action over here. So if you tell me, yeah, I've been wrong before. Remember what happened on Win? I was bullish at the close on Thursday, and then the week proceeded into giving over 2,600% wins on the put side. If this thing's going to be plummeting or anything, that's why for us, you have the technical analysis, the criteria by which you're going to decide to go bullish or bearish. Taking the strangle on Monday is not, on Friday, I mean, if you're doing that, we advise is that use a starter position, meaning use 30% of the capital that you want to allocate into that. We are not a proponent of saying, you struggle with your 100% position to start no, let the stock show us the direction, and we are smart enough, or we think that we're smart. We use our set of criteria to trade the direction. Then at the end of that day, we're able to hedge, because going to, especially this one, right? Remember the previous week how you gave 2,000% win if you were to take a strangle. That's why, but I don't want to do that, because not that it's not effective. It's actually a super, we have talked about that in past week, right? It's a super effective method. You just strangle and you walk away at the end of the week, or sometime in the week you alert whenever side is winning. But it's expensive. It's expensive because you're going to be buying two positions and from the get-go. Whereas when you do that later in the week, aka Tuesday in the last hour, in case you are new to this video, you're going to see that because we trade weekly option by nature, that's how the system is set up. So by buying them on Wednesday, guess what? By, let's say, Tuesday, the last hour, They had the option, the theta has already, the decay, time decay has already taken a good chunk after that premium. Then you can come and stock that move Wednesday, Thursday, or even Friday. If you see the move on Fridays, banks, hello. Did anybody had a trade on Goldman Sachs, BAC? Goldman Sachs the banks were number one. That's what we said last week. If you made it a purpose that, hey, your focus, rather, that you will only trade the banks. Last week, you didn't get disappointed on Monday. Goldman Sachs won on put. But I digress. This video is not for that. I'm gonna leave that for the recap that I'm gonna be doing after my one-on-one with Mr. B. So for us, you have our levels on here. 160. Of course, 160 has been the the long time resistance on here on the top. Yeah, 150, but my friend, at 135, you have those cheap 160 calls. This thing start moving. The moment he reach like 150, 152 or something, trust me, those options, they're gonna just go boom. So that's what we do on here. So that's number uno. Numero deux. Adobe. Oh, you already have it here, silly. Oh my goodness, look at this one. Look at this one. Wow. Wow. This is the daily chart of Adobe. So, my friend, anybody guess? Would you take a trade against these stocks? Look at this. What's the limit? The upper Bollinger, it's at 462. The stock closed at 466. Yikes. Yeah. So, this is what we've been talking about. Even on week where red, look at this week where it's red. Okay, you open at 428, you go to 446 a high. Okay, that's almost a 20 points under in one direction, and then the thing came back down from there. Meaning, if you have mastered this strangling technique or anything, this strangle mania, my friend, you make money out of these big guys. That's why they are better to pick these big stocks. And then you're going to be, after 1 year, you're going to get used to, hey, why is it picking those ones or anything? Yeah, obviously I have the statistic, the quant analysis in the background, which tells me the percentage of time that a stock, and then there's small things that's based on my, since 2017, I ought to have a certain experience with the alert system. So we are picking this one. And what did we give? 485 as calls. Oh my goodness. And 440 as put. So that was our number 2 under. Number 3, Western Digital. Has been a while. Huh? Some of you're already familiar with Western Digital. I mean, some people got, I can think of Mr. Spark City, for instance, who I think in his first week on here with us, he got a 10-bagger on, was it a 10-bagger? Yeah, it was something of the like on this guy. Here we have gone just through price consolidation. Man, this thing is ready to pop. So hence, we deserve number 3 this week. And as usual for us, I mean, we are giving you trading at 42.31 as a close, and we are giving you just shy of 4 points above. So the exponential moving average, 20, the green line will act as resistance. So 45, 47 is where that value is. I'm reading it here. So calls for 46. Yeah, I mean, we had to pick a round number. If you use 45 calls, you will pay slightly more for them. But hey, what's the big deal? Because the idea here really, let's be frank, we want to get a 10-bagger on here, and I'll have a special video or teaching. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Again, I digress, but I have so many things on here that I've been writing down. I'm going to give you also a technique of really how to target 10-baggers. Yes. We'll do that. So, and 39 put $3 on the other direction. So typically you see me on this one, right? Because some people have picked up on that. Hey, Telex, is it all 20 points? No, 20 points. Hey, wait a minute. It depends on the stock. So obviously I'm not going to need 20 points on here. Let's be realistic. The percentage, how much I go for the strike, it's driven by what the system tells me overall. So you just have to believe that and see for yourself, see the result. Okay, so that's that. So now let's bring back on the list here then and talk about the 2 that I skipped, Roku and IQ, very quickly on here. Now the question is how I'm gonna rank them. That's it. So Roku, whoa, Roku. Look at, is this the daily? Let's first look at the daily. I mean, I cannot. Yeah. So this is the daily chart on here. I mean, just creeping up, doing this. Roku. This had a lot of. Again, look at the pattern, right? Okay, So because the pattern, chart pattern, I haven't been talking about it, folks, but they are our friends. They are our friends. So type of U, then retest, frustration, and then boom. After the boom, the little bit of rest, then back to back. Okay, granted, from 160, it had to cool off yesterday. Didn't it? I had to. So it gave back $7. I mean, that's Roku, all right. So meaning Roku is a double agent. Calls and put, my friend. You're never out of a trade on Roku. So now here the potential really for Roku. It's hey, post a new high or whatever. So because it was a little bit overstretched, that's why maybe I didn't put Roku in the top 3, because it could be resting a little bit more. My friend, take nothing away from Roku on here. Something definitely, if we go to the weekly and apply our rule. So let me take the notes, because I don't want to say something in the video and then type something different. You know, right? You're going to say, this guy, he's just doing whatever. So on Roku, I have to take my notes on here, and I don't want to type under because that's going to be taking too much time. How many points do we go on Roku in each direction on here? So conservatively, but I don't want them to be expensive. You see, that's my concern always with this thing. So again, these tracks are suggestive, folks. If you have a small account, you can definitely, and I saw people do that, but in this case, I actually saw people use closer in the money contract, which there's nothing wrong with that, folks. There's nothing wrong at all with that. If anything, you will make more money sooner because your contract will get in the money sooner, right? So trading at 153, I mean, for us on here, hey, let's go for all-time high. All right? Yeah, that sounds like a plan. 175 calls, people, 175 calls. And in the other direction, we can, because the moving average are far on this thing. So let's see on the daily where the moving average are, and then, okay. So you see, a price can come back and retest. So 137 puts. Here you go. All right, that's it on Roku. How am I doing? IQ. A lot of stock from China. We're having a party last time. Okay, IQ, this one I have to say my disappointment. So really, folks. And usually it's when I'm disappointed that this thing, they just, because I give up on them. I'm moving with my life, folks. Just like on Walmart. Life is too short to be hanging on to, I want to trade this. No, if a stock doesn't trade, then come on. What is this? I mean, you made money on the weekly if you shorted at 25. Don't get me wrong, but my friend. And all of this while the other Chinese stock, they were all bullish because the stock market in China has been so bullish over the last couple of weeks, right? So now this thing is alerting again. Oh my goodness. It makes it so difficult for me to trade. So, I mean, support on here is obviously the EMA 28, right? That's the closest one because the EMA 20 is below. So that will be support. So for me on here, I don't want anything below, let's say, 25 calls. Meaning I only invest cheap money in here, because if you put money in here, and I mean, it moves during the week. Don't get me wrong. Let's go to the weekly and say that and show that. So yeah, I mean, this was from the open there from 25 to 20. That's 2 points on the close to 10% on the stock that's worth $22. So what is this? Mr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? We should be calling this green, red, green, red, green, red. Know what's coming? It's green. Okay, you heard this on this video. We're super bullish this week on IQ. 25 calls. So if we're super bullish then on it, then on the other direction, we will make it that. That's the thing, guys. If you're biased, that's going to influence how you set up your stronghold. Let's say once you're already in the position, meaning you don't want to spend a lot of money on the other direction. If it happens to be that's the one that starts winning, then you will adjust accordingly in there. So for us, we're going to go with 20 puts on IQ. So really, I guess I need to trade IQ this week. I didn't trade it last week because you could tell me that, hey, Telex, he made good money on this big candle. Absolutely did. But hey, I'm going to trust the Mr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on here on this thing and say that we are bullish this week on IQ. And most of this stock, typically, my thing is that you wake up on Monday morning, bam, they put 3% in your mind. But we can be patient. We can be patient. You don't need to buy it on that first 15 or 30 minutes, right? Later on, let's say starting at 10, whatever, I'm talking 10 Pacific in this case, in the afternoon, in New York time, that the stock will settle down and you will get a nice entry. Or you can wait Tuesday, the last hour, my friend. The best trade happens starting from not the best trade, because if I say that, people are gonna say, oh, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the cheap ones and then the stock is moving, boom, because the implied volatility has gone down. Okay, so that's that. So next on the list on here is Mr. Twilio. How did Twilio was on last week one, right? Yeah. How did he do? Is this the weekly? If this is the weekly, that's a very small candle. You see, it didn't do as much as there, because that thing really is still looking for room on the daily, because on the daily, oh my goodness, this is tight. And notice, did we say that? Yeah, I think it was it Thursday where we said that Twilio hasn't gone back-to-back days, more than back-to-back days in the red. Twilio had 2 red days over here, my friends. So what do you expect gonna happen? I'm just reading the chart, folks. This is super strong stock. Some people wanted to go long on it. I think Cooper, the other software one, they went long. Okay, I know I'm over 20 minutes, so shame on me. So let's do finish this one. So we want to go to the weekly and give you a signal. So we go all the way to 265 calls. Yeah, 265 calls on Twilio. And in terms of puts, the exponential moving average is here, so we can go 220. Yeah, 220 puts. All right, so that's there for that one. Next on the list is what we have Twitter. So you should already have a good idea about how to trade Twitter, right? We have Facebook, but no. The last thing that I'm gonna hear here, and I guarantee definitely. So I want to bring something to you here, because people ask me that. So, people ask very pertinent question. Hey, do you have the ETFs as part of your system? Again, I can't put any stock in my system. It's not the stock so much. It's the signal that the Telex AI is looking for. Successful trading, Telex. Oh, look what here, folks. Hey, hello. Nobody noticed it when I posted this on Friday. This is QQQ. Yeah? This is QQQ. And very next to it, Microsoft. These two, Facebook and Microsoft, they are 2 out of the top 5 on QQQ. Yeah, if you don't know the top 5 on of QQQ, let's go ahead and give them to you, so that you should not be surprised what has been going on with QQQ lately. So the top 5 in terms of holding, meaning percentage of asset, meaning weighting inside of QQQ. Number 1, Apple, 12%. Number 2, Microsoft, 11.8%. Number 3, Amazon, 10.5%. Number 4, Facebook, 4.1%. You see the drop off a little bit. Number 5, the consortium of, easy to say, the consortium of Alphabet and Google and the parent Alphabet. Both are in there, each with a contribution of 6.7 and 3.7% and 3.6% respectively. If you want the further list, we can give it to you, or you go to successfultrading.com, you do a search. That's research. It's all on the website in plain sight. Yes, it is still hidden. So this week, folks, I actually going to go number 4 overall on here. Yeah, I'm gonna put QQQs and its component. Meaning by that, I'm gonna be telling you QQQ itself and the 2 components that you see on here, Facebook and Microsoft. I said it yesterday. I'm gonna continue to say we are going into earnings. Most of the tech stock are trading at all-time high. They have been in the super run. What possibly can happen when they report earning next week, over the next couple of weeks? Are they going to give us a forecast, a guidance that 2021 is going to be so rosy, or the rest of the 2020 is going to be so rosy? You expect something to happen. Yeah, Mr. Pitty? Whatever goes up must come down. On that, my friend, you can apply any on any of the rest of the stock, but I think that's really enough. So I'm going to highlight those component of QQQ on there, and maybe Twitter, IQ and Twilio as they're going to be our 7. The rest you manage. We cannot sleep on them. The lesson that I learn on Walmart is enough by itself. So I have gone 4 minutes and 12 seconds over here. My apologies. Je m'excuse, mesdames, messieurs, and I hope to catch you on the next weekly subscription alerts from Successful Trading. Until then, have a fantastic weekend. I'm excited for the rest of my day on here, and I'm looking very forward to what will be uncovered in this upcoming week alert. Bye bye, everybody. Talk to you soon. Hello, subscribers. Thank you.